So shall we do One Chance?
Is this the
Pol Pot.
which some people I have when they're mentioning it very quickly, it does sound like the
Pol Pot.
the Pol Pot story.
Really? Because the Pol Pot story involves a plucky young man from Carphone Warehouse
Not really.
going on to win Britain's Got Talent, does
No,
it?
it does have a Dead Kennedy soundtrack.
Yes,
Holiday in
okay, fine,
Cambodia.
okay, yeah, it's fine, sorry, wasn't it? So anyway...
Does James Corden sing Holiday in Cambodia at any stage?
What, in an operatic style?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't appear to do much singing because all
It's all done by Pol Pot.
the proper opera stuff is obviously lip syncing. So everyone knows the story. So he was. It starts off with the character. He's young, is at school. He's singing. He faints. Then it cuts to later on in life, when he still wants to sing. He has this dream to sing, but he's a sort of bullied and put upon character, but all he really wants to do is sing, and he desperately wants to go and get himself a girlfriend, and he started having a relationship by text with somebody who he hasn't met yet. But he says that he looks like Brad Pitt, and she says she looks like Cameron Diaz. And of course, when they meet, neither of them do. And the first thing that happens is on the streets of their hometown, they bump into his mum, who invites them home to their house for tea. Here's a clip.
Yo, Paul could get a job at the steelworks, get a flat of his own. Hard to come by, union benefits these days.
I'd sooner sleep under a bridge.
That can be arranged.
No, Paul's going to be a wonderful singer.
Oh, God. Yeah, I thought you two only met this morning.
Nonsense. How can I be his girlfriend if we've only just met?
No, it turns out that all the time we thought he was up there on his computer looking at pornography, he was actually emailing this lovely thing. Look at him blushing now. Couldn't you just eat him up?
You'd need a couple of sittings.
Boom tish, here all week.
Etc.
So, I mean, obviously, you're not going to get something which is brutal and tough. But they've taken any sort of rough edges off this and turned it absolutely into a sort of fantastical fairy tale about plucky young thing who, he's there in the Carphone Warehouse, but he's got this voice, and then he goes to Venice, and then Pavarotti slaps him down, and then he comes back home again. And blah, blah, blah. So it does. I mean, it is tab A into slot B, and of course the overwhelming message of it all is that Simon Cowell is the person who will descend like a fairy godmother from on high and bestow upon you all the great dreams that you wish to come true. And so you can. And Harvey Weinstein is one of the producers, so it's machine tooled for let's hit the sort of maximum possible audience. And so it's a bit dopey and a bit silly and a bit ditzy, but Alexander Roach is very, very good, thank heaven for her. Mackenzie Crook is, I think, the best he's been in any. But there was a point when his screen presence used to be very annoying, but actually he's all right as the other guy that works in the Carphone Warehouse and is a little bit...
Is it better than Sex Lies with a Potato Man?
Yes, exactly. I think it has expunged the memory of that. I mean, it's incredibly sentimental and gooey and sticky and saccharine and sweet and all those other things. But you know what? When the big things happen that we all know they happen because that's why the movie exists, it's impossible not to be moved. And you are moved because...
Did you well up?
Yeah, of course. Because, of course, it's that, particularly since anybody's singing Nessun Dorma, that's a kind of great big, let's all together anyway. I mean, it is very, very... chocolate box. It is very, very sweet. But Alexandra Roach, I think, absolutely grounds it. And if it weren't for her, I probably would have taken against it. But she's there, and therefore I forgive it a lot of things because she's very good.